right now. It's just spinning.
Says the stream is live.
Okay.
Now
All
we
right.
live. I mean, it's a little delay probably, but
All right, all right, all right. So we good, we good. We're gonna get into it, man. What's going on, everybody? It's your man Lucky. I'm back with another live stream, y'all. I hope everybody doing well. Listen, if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're returning to the channel, welcome back. I appreciate your support. Do me a favor as you come onto the live stream, hit the like button, give me a thumbs up because it helps the live stream get out to more people, and the more people who engage in the stream, the more diverse the conversation will be. All right, let me go ahead and introduce my panel. All right. So let me see. I don't know how it's set up on the screen. It might be set up the way I see it. It might not be set up the way I see it. But we're gonna start with you, Nobi. You the newcomer. You the newcomer. We want to welcome Nobi to the stage. What's going on, Nobi? How are you?
I'm good. This sunny
You good?
Monday.
Sonny? How was your day today? Your day was pretty good.
It was good. It was good.
Okay, that's good. All right, y'all. We got we got a returnee coming back for some more smoke. Lakita, what's going on, Lakita?
Nothing much. How y'all doing?
All right. And y'all know, man. Y'all know Mr. Nobody's in the building. What's good, Mr. Nobody?
what's good? What's good?
There you go. And then last but not least, you know, we got the OG in the building. What's good, Mims?
What's going on? What's going on? Chilling over here.
Yeah, all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, what's up? You good?
Yeah, I'm just checking, making sure, yo, because you know how you be. I gotta make sure, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm good. I'm straight.
You good? All right, that's what's up. All right, so I didn't have a chance to put everything up on the screen. Once the conversation get going, I'm gonna be working on some things behind the scenes. But the first thing I wanted to talk about, man, it was interesting. I don't know if y'all heard about this over the past week. We had a young lady, a rapper out of Detroit. I think she's in Detroit, Michigan. She go by the name of Big Dank. Y'all heard anything about the situation with Big Dank?
Yeah.
All right, so basically, right, what y'all know. So Big Dank, she called a Lyft, and the car showed up, you know, to pick her up, and she was denied the ride, and the driver basically told her that she was too big to get in the car. So now she's suing Lyft, and I just want to know, like, what are your thoughts on that? Is, you know, she's saying that it's weight discrimination. What do y'all think about that?
Straight BS. I'll let the ladies go. Go ahead.
Nah, you go. Go ahead.
Oh, that's some straight BS. And you know what? He didn't even say she was too big. He said my car was too small. He never told her she was too big. Yeah, he just kept saying she couldn't. Car couldn't accommodate her, but he never called out on her weight.
Okay.
But she knew she couldn't get in that car, man. And the thing is, once she get in it, she has to be able to put her seatbelt on. That's why she's gonna lose that lawsuit. And now there's no way she's gonna squeeze in the back seat of that compact car and put the seatbelt on when she's about 5 foot, 490 pounds. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Ladies, what y'all think about that? Y'all quiet.
Well, I briefly heard about it, but I didn't do any digging into it. So, what kind of car was it?
It looked like a Corolla, but it was a compact car, so it wasn't like a XL.
Oh, no, little electric car.
No. I don't know. Be honest.
Just a really small.
The way it sounded, it wasn't electric. Yeah, because it sounded like it was about to break down. So, I mean, yeah, the engine, you could hear the engine. Like, it didn't sound too good. And the guy was telling like his car wasn't in good shape. But when he saw her, he knew she couldn't get in that back seat, and she knew that. So, because every other car she take a picture, it's an SUV.
So, my thing is this. This is a day and age where everyone wants to sue for everything. Why she just didn't request an XL?
That's what he asked her to do. And he said, I'll cancel yours out and just request an XL. And she took it to the internet. And then she tried to say she missed her event. So now she's emotionally stressed and all this other shit, you know. I was like, come on, man.
All right. So I feel like there's like two sides to the story. Any car outside of like one of those little 2-seater smart cars, those little cars that you can freaking pick up and put in the parking spot yourself without having a parallel parking on them little
Yeah.
cars. Right? Any car, whether it's a standard size, small sedan or whatever, he could have pulled that seat up in the front to all the way to the push it all the way up. I'm just saying it's two sides because I only got one side so far.
Mhm.
This is the first side, and she could have squoze her big ass in there. Now, on his side of the story, she said herself that he said, and she felt like it was an insult, that it's something with his tires, that all of that weight, extra
Well, he said
weight,
his tires was already low. That's what
right?
he-
So,
yeah.
and that extra weight in the car, in the back seat, on one side, is going to mess up his tires. I can understand that too, because even if I was driving my little baby car and 400-pound Lisa came walking up talking about she want to get in my back seat, I'm like, I'm gonna try. But then in my head, I'm like, if something happened to my car because of her, I'm gonna turn it in the lift. Like it's up to the driver to refuse service, but it's also in the discretion of the driver to take this. You know what I mean? So if he wanted to make money that night, he should have went ahead and did what he had to do. Lyft would have put in a case if she'd have messed up her tires or whatever. But I felt like it was too much of a big deal on both sides. This man was getting paid for a service. He said, nah, you too big. I'm going to cancel it and go on to somebody else. And now she wants to go to the end of that. Both of them, it was way too much on both sides is way too much.
Yeah, but man, I can see him, like his reason for count, and Lyft won't fix his car. Another guy was talking about it happened to him, and the girl messed his door up trying to get back out the car. And he took it to Lyft, and Lyft said, you're an independent contractor, send it to your insurance.
Yeah.
And so I can see him saying, if she happened to squeeze, like I said, you push the seat all the way up and she squeezed up in there, she can't get the seatbelt on, so it's going to be a safety hazard.
Mm-hmm.
And she got to get back out the car. Now, if she hurt herself getting out the car, it's going to go against him. You see what I'm saying? So that probably $15 ride was not going to be worth now get my insurance charge, this woman getting hurt, damaging my car and all this stuff. So just go ahead and get an XL. Just cancel this, get an XL. I get it, your feelings getting hurt, but we're in this turn, this time right now where my feelings get hurt. I got to ruin you,
Yeah.
And then I caught somebody else that made a good point. It said she knew it was going to be an issue because she was recording walking up to the guy and then made an issue out of it. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, that is kind of true. Why were you recording as soon as you get ready to start coming to your lift? Then she tried to make this thing where, I saw him shaking his head and doing all this other stuff, like she adding on to it, like it's going to win her case. But it's going to come down to it. Basically, if I can get that seatbelt on you, like if I squeeze you in here. I'm sorry, what's that, Q?
I was saying, do you think it could have been a publicity stunt?
That's what I was
think that was she was doing. I think so, but she got a lot of backlash.
I didn't know who
from
she was before then.
Nobody really. I've seen her a couple of
was.
times on some videos with some little shoes on, and she'll be walking and fall over. And that's how I knew who she was. I didn't know she was a rapper. So she put on these little. She got little feet, and she'll put these sneakers on. Like wedge type shoes.
Oh.
And then she'll start walking, and then she'll just fall over on the
top
ground.
heavy.
Yeah, I mean she's big. I mean all her weight
big.
is her knees and her like up to here. That's all her weight is right there. Yeah, and so she's about 500 pounds, be close to 500 pounds, and she's about 5 foot. So just think about how wide she is. And then you go to try to ruin this man because of something like that. I mean, we got to get away from that shit. That kind of stuff right there ticks me off, because you could just order a bigger car, but all the pictures in your other stuff, you in an SUV, and then they'll never show her all the way in an SUV. She always sitting up in the door. So I really doubt if she win this lawsuit.
And honestly, when you order these cars, you have the option to pick which one you want.
Exactly.
So,
and she based it on, well, my cousin got a Mercedes or something, and I can get in it. Your friends will do like Ma'am said, I would squeeze you up in there, yeah. But if I'm doing it as a job and I'm looking at you like shit, I might not be able to work for the next 2 days after you get up in here and get you out. You're gonna ruin my door trying to, cause you got to get her out of there. You know, I don't squeeze you in, but now I got to get you back out. And so now she pulling on stuff. Now he gonna have to get out and help her get out. You know, just order a larger car.
And your
man.
knees are going to get hurt.
Exactly. That's another thing. If she get hurt sitting in there,
Yeah.
that was what one said.
Yeah.
So the ride was probably like 15 minutes, like I said, 15, 20-minute ride, but her circulation get cut off now. You know, sitting up in there, knees hurting. It's a lot of liability on his side.
Mhm.
So he just canceled it. He was trying to be nice, and she just kept on. So he kept saying little stuff, but
yeah,
like, come on, man.
I think you're correct with the publicity. I think that's really what it was.
I think it was, and it just didn't go her way. And then she went and got this slick hair fucking lawyer, and looking crazy because he making almost racist now, you know. So
let me ask you a question. Is that considered, because I think like with her case, she's talking about weight discrimination.
Right.
Is that a form of discrimination?
Is that a such thing?
They trying to say in that city some kind of weight is a discrimination. I don't think she's gonna win it based on that situation, because they have the right to deny anybody.
Yeah, they do have the right to deny anybody.
Yeah, so you don't have to. He can just look at you. And when he saw, he told her, "I'm at deny the ride. You're gonna need to get a bigger car." And so,
that's just
like you can't. You know what I'm saying? It's just stupid, man. Just trying to file a lawsuit, and then all these, they call them full body. I don't know why, because they ain't no fool. These girls are super obese. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
And all of them coming on there now trying to say it happened to me. Yeah, because you the same size. I mean, let's just be real. Let's be real.
But they didn't go and start suing everyone.
Right. Because they know it's just common sense. You trying to squeeze into a little small car. It's like a 7-foot man trying to get in a damn, like a 2-seater. Come on. Same thing. So you're gonna do a height lawsuit because he can't fit in the car.
That this could be a potential, like I don't want to say Me Too movement, but now it's just gonna spark.
It'll never make it. It'll never make it.
Everybody.
I think I think it went too far, man. She's like 500 pounds. Come on, 500 pounds.
That's what I think too, man.
500.
It just went
that's like,
too far.
isn't that like a half a ton?
Yes, it is. On a 5-foot frame.
Quarter.
1,000 is a ton, eh?
What'd you say, Lucky?
No, I think 2,000 is a ton.
Oh, 2,000 is a ton?
About 1 was a ton.
Oh,
I believe so, man. I hope y'all ain't got me, man, on live. Now I gotta look at this stuff, man, because y'all gonna have me looking crazy. But no, I think it's a ton is 2,000.
But it just still go back to just being just dumb. We just gotta get out
like
that
you said,
stage.
There's certain things that are common sense, and then you just have to take it. You the one that ate on burgers,
right? And then try to get people on your side. Like, come on, man. We just gotta.
Yeah, you gotta 500 pounds is a little extreme. That's extreme.
Check it out. We got what's good, Skinner? We got Skinner in the building. He said he just looked at Skinner.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what he said. They had that.
Only state with that type of discrimination.
Wow. Okay.
She still ain't gonna win it though, because they're gonna come down to the safety hazard. If she can't put that seatbelt on, and there ain't no seatbelt going around her.
So they're gonna say that to the airline.
I think the seatbelt would have fit. It'd have been tight, but I think it was
not enough.
They're gonna say that to the airline if she got to buy 2 seats.
Oh, true.
Exactly, Kid. It's the same type of thing.
No difference.
Yeah, see, that was gonna be my next thing. When it comes to stuff like airlines, you got to get 2 tickets. And I worked at the airport for a long time. Weights and balances are very important on a plane. They got to balance all of that stuff out. But other stuff too, man. I'm a roller coaster enthusiast. I love getting on roller coasters. You understand what I'm saying? And I've seen plenty of people, get turned away for safety reasons. The safety harness can't close to a certain, what I'm saying, to a certain extent. And so, they, for safety purposes, getting in an elevator. Imagine it's 5 of y'all on an elevator. And then, someone who's big is the 6th person on the elevator. The first thing you're doing is looking for that plaque that's like, yo, what's the weight limit on this? You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like, yo,
And
hold
those
up
just be
now.
like
You on the
2,200
13th floor.
pounds. And, yeah,
You know, we on
2,200
the
pounds.
13th floor, man. I don't know if the cable, you know what I'm saying? But it's not to make fun of anybody or anything like that. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of times for safety purposes, you know, again, I don't know if it's discrimination or if it's just is for safety purposes of, you know, either other people that are involved or, you know, the person themselves.
Mhm.
I'm looking at her picture right now, and for the compact car, that's just not happening. It's not.
No,
Yeah,
right.
she's a big lady. I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt that, you know, if you would have just kind of maneuvered her in there, it would have worked. But
Like
And
he
the
came
tiny
with
part,
a
I
Lincoln
understand.
or something, but that car was small, and ma'am, they would have to lay her down on her back and slide her in that car. That's the only way that would have worked. That's it. That's only because all her weight is in the front and in the back. You know, her butt
yeah,
and her gut. That's all her weight. Well, her legs too. I forgot about
right. And
that.
her legs were thick. Yeah.
Yeah, her leg. I forgot all about that. So that's another case. You know, she got meat hanging over her knees.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, it's and
And
she
I'm
always
trying.
just, you know, uh, not try to say too much, but it's a lot going on.
And I'm trying to understand where she was going to, because I'm reading in here. It says she was going to a football watch party.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
she wasn't performing.
no. And then she talking about she was so emotionally distressed because she didn't make it. It's a football watch party.
She don't go somewhere. Let me tell you,
Could have made it.
the dude and her, they both went too far. I feel like he should have kept his windows up, and he just should have pulled off and canceled it on his way off.
Come on now. That's a little,
Because you
Especially
know what? Because
he
the
probably
encounter
will
was
from now on.
worse
He
than
probably
if
will
he
just
would have
take
just
off.
pulled off.
Yeah, he probably will. From now on, he sees somebody coming out like that. He probably just
Just
gonna take off and just cancel
yeah.
it. In the
Because
app.
that whole encounter was bad. He talked about his wheels. My car won't. You know what I mean? That whole encounter was just really bad, and there was
Yeah.
nothing he was going to be able to do to get out of that because now she in Michigan where there's a law about that foolishness.
And the crazy
Yeah.
thing is,
okay, yeah.
it just probably caught him off guard so bad when he told her just, you know, most
Get
people would
a
just request
XL.
another car. They
Yeah.
don't go through this whole drama thing. Like I can get in there. Like, come on, lady.
Like what's crazy? See, because I've had that happen to me. A Lyft, was a Lyft or Uber? They pulled off on me, and the reason why is because I requested Uber Pets because I was taking my pet to the vet.
Oh, okay.
But when they rolled up, for some reason, I guess they don't inform them that the passenger has a pet with them. So I rolled up on the thing. I had both the dogs that had to go. It was two dogs.
Ooh.
So I guess, I had one here, and I'm walking up. He just skirted right off. I was like, yo, what's up? What happened? It wasn't like I had a pit bull in my hand. I had two little
Right.
5-pound dogs in my hand. But he had a nice car. It was a nice little car. I think it was like a that year Pathfinder or something like that. So I guess he didn't want me to mess up his seats. And right then and there, all I did was, because I saw that he canceled it, I told Uber that, you know what I'm saying, the dude left me standing there. He didn't know if I was safe or not. I could have been running from something. You know what I'm saying? Why you pull off? But they put it in as a thing and they gave me my money back. But that just proves that he can pull off and have his own reason, and he could just put back in that thing when they put a little ding against him that she had two dogs and I didn't want the dogs in my. But I did request, so they needed to fix their thing. I did request Uber Pets, but they can just pull off and then fight it after that. So that's why I feel like that whole encounter was way worse than it should have been. He could have just bounced.
Yeah, I think he just caught him off guard, and he really didn't know because she just kept fighting it.
Yeah,
and he's probably like, just order. I'm gonna cancel it right now, so you can go ahead and order XL. I usually don't ride in XLs. Like, come on.
No, you can't try to be nice to nobody or try to explain nothing to nobody.
No, and he was nice though. I mean, he was.
Yeah,
really
he was trying to be nice because he could barely speak English, so he was trying to his best.
Maybe this was his first encounter with something like this. Too.
Exactly. Yeah. And he's like, my tires, but like a lot of guys, because I kind of looked at some of the guys talking about it, and the guys were saying how they picked up some guy, probably not as big as her, but someone big, and they had smaller cars, and they said when they hit a pothole, it messed up their suspension and struts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they said all because the weight is over one tire. Mm-hmm. And he said that's why, if it was distributed throughout the back, it wouldn't be a problem like that. But it's literally sitting over one tire and the shocks and the struts and everything right there. So they said when they hit a pothole or something hard, it boom. And the guy said next thing you know, his car seemed like it was just riding on the tires after that.
Wow.
But she got out, you know, the person, I ain't gonna say she, I'm gonna say the person because he didn't say he or she, but the person got out and went on their happy way, and he tried to send it to Lyft, and Lyft was like, no, you gotta send that to your insurance.
And now you stuck.
Yeah, now he can't make runs and stuff because he took on somebody that's too big. It's sad, but
yeah, that's crazy. But it is what it is.
yeah.
All right, before I go into my next joint, man, shout out to Goldie. What's going on, Goldie? I see you. Shout out to Rashawn. What's going on, man? Appreciate you. All right, let me see.
Yeah, I was trying to read that.
TV. Going through this right now with my ex. Feels like a circle, but I have to let it grow. Let it go to keep growing. It sucks, but I got to keep growing. Yeah, man, it's rough, man. It's rough. It's rough. It ain't easy, but I mean, it is what it is. We got to do what we got to do. You know? All right, so look, I'm gonna jump into the next thing. Now, this right here is what would you do? Right now, I want y'all to pay close attention. All right, it's a scenario, right? So, what would you do? You're dating somebody, right? You're in a relationship. Y'all been together, I don't know, a long time. Let's say 3-4 years, right? At the point where y'all ready to get to the next step. Y'all ready to take it to the next step, right? Ready to get married and all of that, right? You have kids. They have kids, right? Let's just not even say kids. Let's just put it on singular. You have a kid. They have a kid. You have a boy. They have a girl. Y'all ready to walk down the aisle. Y'all kids come to you and say, hey, we're in love with each other. Now I'm talking about these are kids that are like, you know what I'm saying, 13, 14 years old, 15, I don't know, but they want to date each other. But they're saying like we like each other and we want to date each other.
I don't know what the hell you've been looking at lately.
Nah, I'm saying, okay, let's just say they're older.
I've seen on TV, but I'll let them, because I started last. I'm gonna let y'all ladies get that.
Let's just say they're older, 16, 17.
Yeah,
I don't know.
ladies, go ahead, ladies. I want to hear what y'all say. 1, 2.
Y'all know, Lakita, what you got?
3.
What would I do?
Don't work.
Yeah, like what would you do? What would you like? How would you handle a situation like that? Let's make that.
I don't think my brain is equipped for that. My brain is not equipped for that.
How it's gonna work?
Right. I can't. I would be like, y'all are really tripping right now. This is not going to work.
Even though they're not blood related,
right?
That's
They're not blood related. They've been spending time the same way you and him been spending time. They, I mean,
they're gonna be
or you and her,
brother and stepsister and your boo. Like,
say that again.
They're gonna be your stepbrother or stepsister and your boo. No.
Okay, but hold on.
But you said, wait, 13, 14, 15?
You said 13, it doesn't really matter if
no. Okay, so
your child and her child decide to be together.
Maybe they're older. I don't know. They're at the age where you allow them to like have a little boyfriend or a little girlfriend, or
Well, there's nobody else. No.
But you have to have a conversation first to figure.
Yeah.
To kind of understand what's going on and see if they understand what's going on.
What's going on?
Well, you have to have a conversation with them first.
Okay, what would your conversation be? What would you do? What would you?
That's what I'm saying. My brain.
It's really hard.
All right, let me help y'all out. Real quick. You go in there and you say, hell, effing no, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna happen. Y'all better figure it out some other way. This ain't gonna happen.
Okay, so hold on then. I got a question.
It ain't gonna happen.
Hold on. So I have a question. Mm-hmm. You're grown. The woman you're with is grown. Y'all got kids. Y'all have had a chance to live your life. So what you're saying is, y'all not gonna give your kids the opportunity
with somebody else
that might
someone
be
else with someone else. with someone else.
So you're not gonna give your kids the opportunity. That might be
we're not making we're not making no weird family. No.
No.
But it's
So
not.
we're not doing that.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. You and her can make the decision. Hey, you know what? Let us fall back and let them do their thing.
Why
So
should
that
they
might
have
be-
to fall back? Why
Because y'all are
should
saying that
parent
it's
have
Well,
to
weird.
the thing is, once you trying to be married means you trying to have a family, right? And in order to have a productive family, I'm just being real, you can't have now your kids because that's now my daughter and that's now her son.
That's only, listen to what I'm saying. Hold on.
No, I'm saying because we get married. Now we gonna put this together. We're gonna be a union.
You have the option to not get married.
Right. If we don't get married, then yeah, that's fine. But listen
to what I'm saying. You got to make a decision because you're grown. You've already lived and maybe you had a marriage before.
Well, I put it like this: if they already done had
your kid the opportunity now,
if they already done had, you know what, then me and her can't get married.
Yeah.
If they already done did it, me and her can't get married.
Whoa, so if they already have relations,
Yeah, me and her can't get married.
whoa.
No, we can't. We might date, but we ain't gonna get married because if they decide, they might decide to get married. Then what we gonna do then? They might have a kid. What we gonna do? Eventually, we'll have to fall back. If they already done did it, because that's the main thing you're trying to stop. Because once they done did it, and like they said, that's a wrap. So me and her will have to fall back.
ladies. Y'all
But
kind of
y'all
quiet
done
on
did
this.
it. Why fall back?
Right.
Because we're more the adults of it. We the ones getting married. They're not getting married. They're our kids. But if our kids, while we was dating, already done got the business, and we find out, then we can't do that.
I mean, when you're young, it's hard because when you're young and a teenager, you think you know everything. But they're also going to change their mind. They're not going to stay with each other either. This is just the beginning.
That's because sometimes they do stay together.
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, but the thing is, once they done had it, they done got into it and had it. Regardless,
they done got into it and they had it.
They done had a taste, man. He done got a taste. She done got a taste. You know how them young people are. Shit, once that done happen, we can't sit there and ignore it because
So now we gotta break up. So now we gotta break up because they done
we're gonna
had
have
it.
to break up. Yes, we're gonna have to break up.
No, man, we've been together for 3 years though.
And they probably only been together for what?
A year,
60 days?
What you said, 6 days?
Look, man, I'm just being honest. Unless y'all want to be one of them weird families, when y'all go to introduce your kids,
you could just make that decision, like you and your girl been together 2, 3, 4 years, and you find out this, and they done had it, and now you like, nah, we can't even do this. We can't even. That's what you're gonna say to your girl.
Yeah. I don't care what she say. If they already done hooked up, me and her is not gonna be able to get married.
Now, what if they are telling you this because they don't want y'all to hook up to get married?
Well, we still don't need to hook up anyway. Then, if the kids don't want us to be married.
Oh wow.
Oh, so your kids should determine your happiness. You're saying
it's gonna come down to a lot of things. I ain't worried about happy.
Kids,
I can be. See, y'all be worried about happy. I'm worried about this shit working, and so I can be happy. Yeah, we can date and be happy. But the thing is, if I'm trying to make a family, and the kids don't like her, and they don't like me, what am I doing?
No,
what if
That's
the
just like a
kids are
parent.
grown?
If the parent don't like the kids, you still gonna marry somebody that don't like your kid? Boom. See?
Yeah, but what if I know that my kid is an asshole?
Hold on, ladies.
It don't matter.
Hold on.
All kids are assholes.
That's what I'm saying. These kids will drag you through the dirt, yo. From the time of conception to the day that you die, they suck the lifeblood out.
They sure will.
So why can't
they will run somebody away? But if that other person don't like your kid, why would you still marry them?
Yo, if they don't like my kid, we gotta talk about it. See, like, why? What's going on? What's up? What happened?
Because your kid an asshole. You just said it.
Yeah, they probably is an asshole.
Yeah.
So why I can't be with you? You don't like my kid. I understand. I don't like her sometimes too.
You ever been with somebody and their damn kid is like a damn problem? That's just dating. Y'all ain't never. Like, we all in a certain age, and y'all ain't never dated no one who had a bad kid.
I haven't.
Maybe y'all got bad kids.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's why. Maybe it's not because some of y'all kids be bad as shit. Yeah, y'all love them, but they bad. But a lot of times, a lot of guys will just dip out of a relationship because of your kids. He ain't gonna tell you.
Yeah, so listen, ladies, I'm posing these questions to y'all, but y'all are coming back with a whole bunch of questions. I'm looking for answers.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't have one for that
answers
one.
from y'all. Like, what would y'all do? It's a question. What would y'all do? Y'all coming back with a bunch of questions. You don't answer.
Yeah, they ain't answering. They trying to get off the hook, man. Trying to get off me.
That wouldn't be.
answer.
That wouldn't
All
be.
right, so y'all gonna let these kids make babies and y'all gonna get married to them? Y'all gonna get married? And
No, I'm
that
telling
wouldn't
you.
be.
and
Like
have
no,
these
I would have a whole
baby
it would
kids,
be a
whatever y'all-
long conversation, and then I would talk to him and be like, yo, is there a way we could figure out this, like they could, like, can he live with his mom or something, or because this is not gonna work.
They'll have to split.
I don't know. I would be it's a 50-50. I don't have an answer for that, Lucky. Sorry.
Once they done did it, they gonna do it again. If you could split them up or whatever, it'd be 3 years down the line.
And you're probably right.
And they gonna hook up again.
Yeah, they could split up like 2-3 years later. Yeah. But
now, if you don't mind having a weird family, go ahead.
Who left them alone that long for them to do that?
Like, it don't matter. They, like you said, if they 16, 17, you're not standing there watching your kids 24/7.
I mean, but you know what's appropriate and what's not. Like, if she a female and he a guy, like,
and that's a horny 16-year-old.
And so you letting him hang out in her room or vice versa? No,
they ain't doing that in the room. I ain't saying nothing about they did in the room. They could have did it somewhere out, just meeting out somewhere, hanging out.
Well, you could pose it. What if you?
You know, it's a bunch of what ifs, but I'm saying it already didn't happen. And what you gonna do? It didn't happen. What you gonna do?
I mean, we done happen. So I mean, what we supposed to not be happy because
they don't have it.
All right. So now you get married knowing that your kids are banging it up in the other room. How that gonna go down? Then they gonna have a baby. Now they get married.
Yo, they banging it up.
Ladies, I'm asking y'all are okay?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I mean,
I don't know, man.
I'm not okay.
Hey, y'all figure it out. I gotta go send this to my son real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. But yeah. Y'all figure that out, man. That's how I get out of this thing.
We gotta figure that out.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure that out.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I have to be in that situation in order for me to try to figure it out. Just to say off the top of my head, I can't.
You know what? I would be absolutely tight about it, but I really feel like I might be on the side of missing nobody, and I might have to break up with them because that's real long term. But I'll be tight about it. It would be it would have to be a long process. I'd be like, yo, we have to figure this out. Maybe we could extend the engagement a little while, see what these fools do.
But are you saying once they do something with each other, that's just it? You would never get back with her?
No. I was saying I wouldn't marry her.
Okay.
We would never get married because they might mess around and get together. Now we can go ahead and split up. We're adults. We can break it off. But if because kids get locked in, they in love. The more you try to keep them being in love, yeah, that's gonna be a problem. And
then y'all get married. He gonna be in the room next door,
right, banging it up with the door.
Now, what would you do if they never come to you and tell you get married?
Well, that's a whole different thing. I don't know about it. Then we're gonna have to have a whole different conversation.
Hold on, Mr. Nobody. She can't ask no questions because she says she's not in the right frame of mind to even answer the question. So how's she gonna ask a question?
So they keep coming with the scenario after the fact with what if, but they never answered what they would do.
Yeah, but they want to ask questions.
I probably.
Y'all know what y'all want to do. Y'all don't want to say it now. Can you say something about being happy?
A crazy situation.
I couldn't be happy knowing that my kids are having.
I want to be banging it up in my room. I can't bang it up now because they done banged it up.
That ain't gonna let. That ain't gonna
happen. Hold on. How
you gonna stop it?
Let's just
once it doesn't happen. How you gonna stop it?
They didn't do it yet.
You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube.
Let's say they didn't do that, but they say, "Hey, we like each other."
Then I'll try to stop it. Keep it from happening.
You can't
that's when you say you sit down and have them conversations. Like it just can't happen because we get married. we getting married. It ain't gonna look right. Blah blah blah. Now, what they do when they get a little older, but it's just a tough thing when you got stepkids. You know what I'm saying?
But you just said you can't stop them.
Yeah, you
Right.
did.
That's what I just said. I said they become. You can't. But at the time, they haven't done anything yet.
You can. So you think you could stop them from doing something?
No, I'm just saying it ain't happened yet. So I don't need to stop what I'm doing. I can go ahead and talk to them, and hopefully they'll stop. But if they tell me like they in love and all this and this, me and her got to put a hold on this doggone marriage.
So what would you do if you've already gotten married and then you find out?
Hold on. Did you
There's
answer
nothing
the
I,
question?
there's
Did
nothing
you
I can
answer the
do.
question? Hold on.
There's
Hold
nothing I
on.
can do.
Hold on. Did you answer the question?
I
Let me
said
go
that
take care of
ain't
this real quick. Lucky handle that real quick, man. Cause
Yeah, because we just
That ain't gonna
did a
happen.
whole show about communication.
I
That's not
answered.
gonna
I
happen.
answered.
I said that's not gonna happen.
I think
You
I
said
answered.
what's not going to happen?
It's not gonna happen because I mean
What
they're
is
not
it?
gonna be in that type
What
of
is it is
situation
not going to
to
happen?
become that comfortable with each other.
Okay,
I mean,
hold
if
on.
they're
So
grown,
she's saying the
then
relationship will not develop.
yeah, it's not gonna develop into that. Like, I mean, how can it if you're spending family time together? Like, you're introducing your kids to each other. Like, they're not gonna be separate when they don't know each other or anything like that. That's not gonna happen.
So you think you'll be able to stop it?
Prevent it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You'll
That's
be
what you
able.
believe?
Mm-hmm.
Who? Okay, Nobi, do you believe you can stop that?
No.
Mims, do
Nah.
you think you?
Mm-mm.
How are you going to stop it, Lakita? I'm curious.
How are they gonna be in the situation to be around each other enough like that to like
Because
each other?
you and your man is around each other, and you gotta be at his house, or you gotta
Because
be, he gotta be
Yeah,
at your house.
but that's
when we
still
have,
girl and boy. Like, come on now.
We could be
when you
At
playing
have
certain
video.
children and you're bringing them together, you do have to bring them together as a family. You're going to be spending time together in the house playing games, whether it's going out, going on vacation together.
Mm-hmm.
So they are going to spend time around each other.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as being, I feel as far as being able to stop them from doing anything, was our parents able to stop us from doing things? That's how, it's a hard it's a hard scenario.
It is.
My mom
It
and I have
is.
kids.
You know.
I just been fortunate enough not to date anyone that had kids around my kids' age.
Yeah. But
So-
yeah,
so-
that's
That could be a way to prevent it by when you dating someone, you find out how many kids you have, how old are your kids?
Mhm.
Are they in the age bracket? And then sometimes people want to marry people or be with someone who kids are in the same age bracket because now you could bring them together. They can, and then that could happen. Oh Lord Jesus!
See.
I mean, you might have that to worry about whether they are opposite sex
Right.
nowadays.
It could be the same sex.
Yeah, so it's scary.
So you just contradicted yourself, Lakita.
Me? Oh.
No, Lakita.
How?
Because
I
on
said
one
you
end
will
you
have
said it's
that
not
to
going to
worry
happen, and
about.
now you just said now it can happen even if you.
Well,
you
I'm just
kinda-
saying. I'm just saying it don't have to be a male and female. It could
Yeah.
be two girls. It could be two guys. You never
Exactly,
know.
but you said you could prevent it. So you're just adding. You kind of going against what you're saying.
I mean, they have to be in that environment to be comfortable. Like if they are a certain age, you have to watch your kids. It just like if they had friends coming over or whatever, and they're a certain age, you have to watch your kids. You have to know them.
But you
So if
can't
you
watch.
so
You can't
wrapped
watch
up
them
in your
24/7.
relationship and you don't know what's going on, then that's a problem.
Yeah, you can't watch them 24/7 though.
No, you can't. But you should know.
Kids got phones. They got
But you can know
social
your
media.
kid, but you don't always know the other child. That's the thing. That's like driving it.
Mhm.
You know how to drive your car, but you don't know how the other person on the road is driving. So it's a catch-22.
So
Mhm.
you think, okay, so hold on. With that being said, are you saying that another child can make your kid do something that your kid don't want to do?
I'm not saying my children in particular, but
No, I'm just
there are other children that can make another child do something.
you mean like by force, you're saying.
They can intimidate.
Right. I'm not talking about by force. I'm talking about like,
They both
you
want
know, just willing, hey, I like this person. I've been around this person. I've been spending time with this person. I like this person.
it. I don't know, man.
I'm just curious. I just want to know what y'all would do, man.
You just hope you raise a child that's strong. strong enough, and you can, all you can do is teach your children, and hopefully they go right and they don't go left.
So, what would you teach them? Don't like anybody who is the don't
No,
like
you know
who
what?
is the parent of who I
No,
like.
as
Like, what would you
make
teach
the
them?
right decisions.
you try to teach your children to make, like you said,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, so
correct, the
just
right
saying,
decision.
hey, that's not okay because we're together. Okay, I got you.
But also, you try to teach your children. My youngest child, there was an incident that happened, and I had to speak to my ex at the time and say, look, we need to make sure that she's not, hugging boys.
Mm.
She's not sitting on anyone's lap. So the only lap she was able to sit on was her father's lap.
Mm-hmm.
Because unfortunately, children are molested by people they know.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time. There's times where it's outside of the home. But I had to teach reteach her that she couldn't hug anyone. She couldn't sit on anyone's lap. And people used to get upset, and family members, but I didn't care because I was trying to protect my child. So I guess it's really hard. You want to do the best as you can, but these scenarios could happen. I didn't think it really happened in real life, only on TV.
Where do you think TV get all of its scenarios from? Where do you think these shows come from? Like,
We get it from us.
in real life. You know what I'm saying? In
So
real
Lucky,
life.
what was your thoughts on it? Because I didn't hear your answer either.
Nah, if it was me, if I was in that situation, I would just fall back and just let the kid. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I didn't live. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, it's not that big of a deal. Like, oh, I don't have a problem with it. I would just fall back and be like, yo, they like each other. Let
Easy.
them,
So
what I
easy.
mean?
Easy like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yo. So moving on. I was just curious. You know what I'm saying? It's
Curiosity kills the cat.
I ain't no cat. But all right, yo. So look, we're gonna get into this, right? Because I hear this all the time. Spinning the block, right? An X is an X for a reason, right? Y'all heard that before, right? Never get back with an X, never deal with an X, and all of that, right? What y'all think about that?
I've done it so many times.
Yeah, I spin the block once, and yeah, I don't like doing it. It's not the best thing for anybody. I don't think.
Okay, so first, let me get something clear, right? When we talk about spinning the block and getting back with an X, right? Because there's different scenarios when it comes to getting back with an X. So I just want to break down the different scenarios to make sure that we're talking about the exact same thing, right? Okay, you're in a relationship with a guy. He breaks up with you, right? He tells you, hey, it's not working out, whatever, blah, 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 right? And then he leaves. X amount of months later or whatever, he comes back to you. And hey, big head, how you been? What's up? What's going on? And he tries to rekindle what y'all had. Is that him spinning the block? Or if you do get back with him, are you also considered spinning the block? You understand what I'm saying?
Initially, it's him spinning the block, but if you make the decision to get back with him, you're definitely spinning the block as well.
Even if that person came back to you, then
Absolutely.
you spin the block as well.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I mean,
Okay.
for whatever reason, he decided to, to bail out and leave, and now for whatever reason, he want to try to come back. Why?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess he went out there, tried something out, and it didn't work, or realized whatever it was.
Well, let me be clear with my why. Why would you allow him to come back?
You asking?
Yeah, I'm just saying that.
Oh well, see,
Why?
my scenario is different. I broke up with him, and he spun the block and was like, "Yo, what's up?" It's because I'm just that good.
So, but that would be according to what they said, that would be considered you spinning the block if he came back.
So,
You
but
see
we
it like
both
that?
spun the block.
Y'all both spun the block.
Yeah, because he
Okay.
went out and did what he had to do. He was almost engaged and be married and all of that. So he went and did what he had to do and was doing what he had to do, and I did what I had to do for real, and we both spun it and came back for a brief moment, you know.
Oh, okay, okay. I've always looked at it different. From what I heard, is different.
It's
But
both of
I
y'all is
got you.
spinning the block. It's not like one is just sitting there waiting for the other one to come. Both of y'all is up and down the block, and then came back.
Okay. I don't see it that way, but okay. I got
Why?
you. You said
I mean,
why?
I'm not trying to make you think that way. I mean, because if we broke up, boom. Whoever's upset, it doesn't make a difference. I go and I get with somebody else. He go and gets with somebody else. That's somebody else. He breaks up with them and then gets with somebody else. Then I break up with this person, gets with somebody else, and on and on and on, no matter how many times. And then we still came back to each other eventually
But who
somehow.
is so when you say we came back to each other, is that mutually? Like
Obviously, because we
you
got to agree to come back
no,
together.
no. Somebody made an initial
Reaches
contact.
out first.
Well, no, the initial contact. So in my scenario, the initial contact came back from him.
So would not be him spinning the block if he brought up, hey, let's work things out. That's
Right,
what
he
I'm
see-
asking because I hear it. You know what I'm saying? Every time when I hear about somebody spinning the block, you know what I'm saying? That's how I hear it. The person left and then the person came back. They spun the block. You still minding your business over here. They came back to you. So that's what I'm asking for, just a clear
But if we ended up,
definition.
but if we ended up both on the same block again,
I'm not talking about how it ended up. I'm talking about the initial contact. Okay, so let me ask you a question. You walking down the street, a guy's like, hey, how you doing? I'm interested in you. Can I have your number? And you give him your number. Did you approach him or did he approach you?
he approached me.
Why? If y'all both agreed, does
Well,
it
no,
not
he
matter
asked
who
for my
made
number. Now,
he made the initial contact, so he approached you, right?
Yeah, right.
So that's what I'm asking about when I'm talking about spinning a block. Is it the person who made the initial comeback is the one who spun the block? I'm not saying y'all both at some point agreed, like, okay, yeah, we'll get back together. But who's the one that actually spun the block? You understand what I'm saying? Oh, now y'all don't understand what I'm saying?
Well, I don't
No.
agree.
Why don't we just use layman
just
terms?
asking.
Who came back?
Yeah,
came back?
I'm thinking you
Right,
saying
that's what I'm
who initiated the comeback. That what you asking?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, who
Is that the
initiated?
person that spun the block, or if y'all just both decided, does that mean you spun the block as well? That's all I'm asking.
Well, I mean, initially he spun the block in that scenario, but I'm gonna say the same thing. If you decide to give him a second time, a second chance, then you're spinning the block as well. Because you agreed to be involved in whatever.
Again.
Going back to it, yeah.
Right, on the same block. Again.
You agreed to get
But
played.
if you never left the block, you can't spin the
No,
block.
if you never
left.
left the block and you never went to another block to go see about somebody else, then no, then you didn't spin the block.
So this is what I'm asking. You saying which one is it?
If we break up and I went to another block
Okay,
and
hold
got
on.
with somebody else,
Did y'all break up? Y'all broke up mutually? I'm not saying a mutual breakup.
nah.
I'm saying he broke up with you.
Nah, I broke up with him. Don't get it straight. Just I broke up with him.
Okay. You
But you
broke
took
up
him
with
back.
him.
Right. He didn't want to break up with me. He was upset.
Oh, he didn't want to. Okay, I got you. You broke up with him, and then you decided to go back to him, or at least attempt to go back to him.
I decided?
Yeah, you decided.
Wow.
No, she said he decided. He came back.
He came back.
He never left. You left him. He didn't leave.
He did leave. Well, he didn't leave. Okay.
He didn't leave willingly. He didn't leave
He didn't
willingly.
leave willingly. Right. But then he went, and once he did, accepted, he went out and was with
his
other
thing.
girls.
And came back, and you took him back.
Yes.
So who spun the block? If he came back.
And you took him back.
We both spun the block.
Oh, okay. All right. Listen, I was just asking for clarity because I've never heard it that way that y'all saying. I've never heard it that way, so that's why I'm just curious.
So, Mr. Nobody, what you feel? You feel like he spun the block, or I spun the block, or we both spun the block?
Y'all got me confused on the shit. So
Gosh,
I'm
me
just sitting
too.
over here.
I don't know what bothers me.
You
I'm
dizzy
just
now.
sitting here
All
just
this
All of
listening
this
to shit.
spinning.
Y'all got me all.
I'm
shit.
suffering from vertigo.
I done ran out of gas. I done spent so many blocks listening to y'all. Shit. I just done I parked over there a long time ago. I'm gonna go pick up that big ass girl, Dank, and see what she got going on. See, she want to spend a few blocks.
All right. So look, we're gonna move. All right. So look, we'll move past that, right? Okay. We just understood that if you get back together, then both of y'all spun the block. It doesn't matter who initiated the comeback, right? It's just y'all both got back together, so y'all both spun the block. Okay, I got you. Okay, so is that bad idea, good idea? Never do it. Do it sometimes.
I mean, in my scenario, I would never do it again because it was a bad idea. But I feel like, because you got what you call it, which was a good spin the block. What's them people?
Nelly and Ashanti.
Yeah, that was a good spin. I like that.
Who was that again?
Nelly
and
and
Ashanti.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Okay, we got Felicia right here. She said if the person that left come back, that person spinning the block. See, that's how I know it to be. That's how
left. So
I've always known it to be. So
I left, and then eventually we started conversating.
No, who made the initial contact? This is what I'm asking.
Did.
Who left?
I did.
Yeah, I don't know why he would do that. I don't know what that is. That's something
Right.
different.
I told you.
That's
I
something
told
different.
you why.
That's something different. So I guess whoever made the initial contact after the breakup is the one that's spinning the block. So if you broke up with him and then he reached out to you to get back together, he's spinning the block.
Now, if she broke up with him and then she decided to go back to him, is that considered her spinning the block?
Yeah, because she made the initial contact. But I don't know. I could
he
be
made
wrong.
the initial contact.
Huh?
No, he's saying he made the initial contact,
Right.
and you good with it, man, because you got that sweet pudding, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I was like, all right.
So you good with it, like that's why he come back, because I got the Jello Cosby pudding going on, and he coming back up in here. But that ain't gonna make a difference, because all y'all think y'all got the Jello pudding, so.
We wouldn't think that if I wasn't told.
He told you, right?
So
people told me.
Okay, so Mims, you said getting back with an ex is always a bad idea.
Man.
You said getting back with an ex is always a bad idea?
Did I say always?
Yeah, I'm asking.
Well, in my scenario, yeah, I feel like it's a bad idea. Yeah.
What? Why?
Yes.
Just out of curiosity.
Because y'all broke up for a reason, so you get back with the same person. They still got something in there that's just gonna irk you. So you broke up for a reason, and going back, you're just like, this is why I left in the beginning.
So you would get into a relationship with somebody that irks you?
Well, no, I wouldn't do it no more. That one time was good because.
No, I'm talking about from the initial. You said you wouldn't get back with them because there was something about them that irked you.
Right. That irked, not hurt.
Irked you.
Irked,
Right. So you would get into a relationship with somebody that does something that irks you.
I would not anymore.
The first time, did you not know that they irked you?
I did know that. That's why I said
That's
this.
What I'm asking.
I shouldn't have did it.
You didn't know until she was in the relationship.
Right.
I know that
was my fault. You trying to just tell me that you trying to make me say it was my fault? Yes, it was my fault. I shouldn't have did it. Yes.
No, I'm not trying to make you say it. I'm just trying to find out whether or not it was your fault. I'm not trying to make you say it. I'm just saying, did you know that they irked you before you got into a relationship with them?
When we broke up, he irked me because I broke up with him. Yes.
No, it's not what I'm asking you.
Oh, what you asking me?
Before you got into the relationship with him, right? Did y'all date for a while? Did you get to know him?
Yeah.
Did he irk you?
Oh, not in the beginning. Of course, they never irk you in the beginning.
Oh, he just started irking you after y'all got into a relationship.
Yeah, because he ain't telling the truth in the beginning.
Yeah. In the beginning, they like the most beautifulest thing in the world.
Hold on. Lakita, you said something about the truth.
Yeah, he ain't tell her the truth in the beginning.
What truth didn't he tell her?
Maybe he did tell the truth.
The real him.
Mm.
He might have already
Maybe,
told her.
you
She
know,
just ignored
he
it.
was acting like he was a one-woman man, and then after they got together, then she found out he talking to all these other people.
Well, when we first meet people, we only
Where
meet
did
the
you come up with this
representative.
stuff?
Yeah, it's
Where
only
did you come up with
Right,
this stuff?
exactly.
Who said anything about? She says
That could be why he irked her.
Nah, that's not why he irked me.
Mm-mm.
Do I have to say why he irked me?
Nah, you don't have to
You
say.
don't have
Please
to
don't
say
say why he irked you. I don't even want to know why.
I don't want to know either.
Mm,
Trust and believe she will let us know.
Right.
yeah,
I don't mind.
We good. We good. I only want to know what that might be.
yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just not seeing this. She's spinning the block because he never wanted it to end. She did, and then she came back. Yeah, so that's my understanding to it. But
I spun the
yeah.
block.
So
I just say both of us spinning the block, but you know.
okay, so it's always so okay. It's a bad idea. What about you, Nobi?
She said she did it multiple times, so she must like doing it.
No, you know what it was for me? I was seeing people when I was younger. I met my ex-husband. We were together for 20-something years, and then we parted. And then I ran into a few people that I knew from way back then and started seeing them again. So I guess that's the reason why. I don't remember who spun the block at all.
So what it is, y'all was together, and then later on, he was like, "Yo," you was like, "Yo, why you look like that?"
You know, and we were young, so it is, one of them, yeah. Oh my God.
So do you not think that people can grow, people can learn from, you know what I'm saying, like the things that they've been through in a relationship,
They can.
and you know what I'm saying, come out a better person or a different person, or
I think a person can. Sometimes it takes you breaking up to kind of figure out that what you had was probably a good thing for you. It happens a lot because a lot of times you're young and you're dumb and, you do things.
So somebody can learn, somebody can grow,
Yeah.
somebody can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes some people just don't want to grow. They just who they are, and sometimes, yeah,
Okay.
just who they are.
Okay. All right.
I never did well with exes. The comeback shit. I never did well with that.
Let me ask you this: when y'all in a relationship, right, and you start to see little signs, just the little things, do you take the initiative at that point in time and say, hey, you know what, something ain't right, this, that, and the third, or do you just stay to the point that it gets so toxic that there's just no coming back from that? You know what I'm saying? Y'all just are at each other's throats, and then when y'all finally do get apart from each other, it's like, yo, I'll never ever. Whereas, you know what I'm saying, maybe if when the little things popped off, it was like, hey, you know what I'm saying, and so it never got to the point where it can just get ridiculous. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've seen people who it seemed like they were cool in the beginning, and then next thing you know, it got bad, and then it got worse, then it got worse, then it got worse. You know what I'm saying? To the point where,
Yeah, because like nobody said, yo, when you first meet the person, that's their representative. Then they get comfortable with you and they do dumb stuff. Then you got to point out they dumb stuff, and they look at you like, why you get with me and such and such. I'm like, I didn't know you was like this. You know what I'm saying?
You crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, so I'm sorry.
So what if y'all was the dumb stuff and crazy?
Well, point it out.
Right. Say something.
We
See
did.
something, say something.
That's
You
why
ain't pointing nothing out.
that's why he's doing what he's doing. Because he already realized y'all the crazy ones and doing the dumb stuff. So I'm just gonna lay low over here and just chill.
You may be right on that.
Yeah, and that's when we're gonna go.
No, see,
when he get tired of chilling and laying low, then he gonna go about his business.
You may be right to a degree in certain scenarios, and I think it goes both ways.
can't keep going both ways now.
My scenario was
Well, if two people in a relationship, yes, it can.
No, because see, when y'all first started, y'all didn't say that. The only reason y'all said both ways because I brought up the other way around, that it could be you guys.
I'm here to say yes. I know I'm not perfect. I'm not, the perfect
Right.
person in a relationship. But there's times where men are not perfect either, and they do things.
Most likely we're gonna do things.
And then maybe sometimes
he said most likely we're gonna do things.
Yeah. Yeah, because we testing y'all too.
Because we react off of what a man may be doing.
And
we are emotional
and
creatures.
that's supposed to be right. Yeah, but just because you are, and just because you may get offended of something I'm doing, doesn't mean what I'm telling you what I'm doing is not right. You just don't like what I'm doing because it doesn't go with what you used to doing. Right.
All right, hold on.
It's in line with your goals.
All right, check this out. Hello?
I might be on point. Try and get you there. Save your life, see?
Let me see what we got going on.
Look, the key like she want to reach through and slap me.
Hello.
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 Oh.
Who that?
Hello.
Yeah.
You hear him? We can hear him. You want to hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him.
What's up, Felicia? What you want to add to the conversation?
I'm just intrigued. I'm just listening at this moment, at this point.
You just listening until something sparks your interest.
Of course.
All right, y'all. So have y'all ever looked at a situation where you were like, man, you know what? That was me. That was me. That was all me. That was my bad. I messed up. I did that. Have y'all ever?
Oh, you mean like accountability?
Don't say that word.
Kryptonite.
Please don't
kryptonite.
say that word.
I'm waiting on that. I'm gonna sit over here.
Say that word.
That accountability. Yeah, that's a trigger on it. Let's go.
Well, since you're talking, why don't you start off?
No. We letting y'all rock that one.
I mean,
I just said earlier that we do stuff. I just said that earlier. So let's see some accountability going on over here in these 3 blocks.
I don't know. I had a couple of
and a phone call away
that I learned from, and I just learned that I shouldn't cheat. That was a long time ago, though. So I learned that early. Because
you didn't already know that.
Yeah, no.
You didn't know that was like part of the deal.
I'm talking about teenage years. I'm talking about teenage years.
What about them
from
adult
then
years?
I learned from that. But besides that, I was never the problem. I always broke up with everybody.
That
don't mean you wasn't a problem.
What you said?
That don't mean you wasn't a problem because you break up with everybody. That might mean you are the problem.
I might be the problem. She right.
You can't evidently be with nobody.
And that might be a sign of not being able to communicate.
Shit. What she said? It might be a sign of what, Felicia?
Not being able to communicate.
That's why she jumped off that call last week. She jumped off that live stream last week. When we was talking
I'm about to jump off
communication.
of this one because I gotta go, but I'm letting it ride a little bit because it's getting interesting. But I do gotta go.
All right, yeah. We gonna rock for like another 10 minutes. We ain't gonna be here for a long time. We ain't gonna be on here for a long time. So anybody else ever
Yes.
just felt like, you know what, that was me.
It was me.
That was me.
I've done it.
Yeah.
Let's go around the table.
So in a situation like that, would you have spun the block? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you know what? I messed up. Let me
spin the block.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, you realized like it was you, and then you was like, let me Oh, okay.
So see, I can hold myself accountable.
There you go. Get it out.
I think as I've gotten older, I'm also learning how to do that. When I was younger, I didn't care. I wasn't me. It wasn't me. As I've gotten older and matured, almost a half a century. But I can now honestly look back at some of the things I've done and say, yes, yeah, I kind of messed that up. I did that.
Okay. That's what's up.
And trying to learn now to stop and think before just reacting.
Okay.
Okay. Sound like been working on yourself.
Trying.
What about you, Lakita? You know I'm coming.
It was never my fault.
We thought we were getting somewhere. Oh,
Never my fault.
oh Lord. We're gonna
Wow.
work on you.
Wow. Okay, so let me ask you this now.
I think it was my fault indirectly.
You didn't
Oh,
indirectly do it with somebody? Oh,
No, I mean when I say it's my fault, I mean like if another person did something, I allowed it to happen, so I let it continue, and I took it instead of nipping it in the bud so it wouldn't get any worse. So me allowing things to happen that I shouldn't have let go farther, I think I take accountability for accepting it.
okay. Do you think if you would have stepped up and said something earlier or done something earlier that the situation could have, you know what I'm saying, kind of fixed, you could have fixed the situation and, things went on good?
Yeah, a lot of times people only do to you what you allow them to do.
Yes, they do. That they do.
Okay.
And then sometimes we also try to look for, when someone does something wrong, you try to look for the good. You're always trying to find a good in that bad. And that's what a lot of times people will stay, because they're trying to say, well, they did this, but they do this good. So I think that's another issue, we do too.
Yeah.
okay.
All right. So let me ask y'all this, right? Do y'all believe in right person, wrong time?
Yes.
I do.
What was that? Right person, wrong time?
Yeah. Like, you could have gotten with somebody and just, I don't know, the relationship was just, you know what I'm saying, up and down, whatever. Y'all went y'all separate ways, but then, you grew, you learned, you know what I'm saying? She grew, she learned, and then,
Well,
maybe
yeah.
at some point down the line, y'all would have been better off for one another.
Well, I'm gonna say is I think throughout all the relationships, just all of them, especially when I became an adult, I'm not gonna say like it was a good or bad situation. I'm just saying that I learned from each one to make me better by the time I did settle down. So like I don't think I have maybe one real bad split, but it's just I take from whoever I'm with. I try to look at what was good came out of it and move on. I'm just keep I don't pay attention too much of what went wrong, but because it's over with. So I just take from what I learned from it, or that was the positive part of it, and then I just move on. You know, a lot of people like to worry about what happened, and like it's over with, it's over with. So then you just keep going back to that. You just take from okay, and if that's learning something from, like you said up there, number that you realize what you did, you got better at it, became better later on. So I would look at it as if, okay, so I learned from it versus whatever, something bad. So I always take something from a relationship that made me better going into another relationship. So I know what I'm looking for. You understand that come across right? Or I'm trying to put it together, but
No, I
So long
understand.
story
yeah,
short, you had to mature out of each situation.
right. Each situation will give you something because everybody, you can't say every relationship was bad because you got something out of it. Somebody showed you something good, something you learned something from them. So I just take that and keep moving. A lot of people like to sit on the bad part of things and mope about that. And you just take what somebody might have showed you and taught you, and you go into the next, when you go into the next relationship, use them tools when that don't, you just keep on going until you get to where you can get with somebody and you'll be better off because a lot of times you have flaws that you don't realize. you know. So you have to take that in consideration. Like, okay, so I know I'm going into this, I need to be a little more relaxed on this end and not be so quick to end a relationship. You know what I mean? Because I was quick. I was like Martin, man. I was like, get out. You know. So I'll pull a Martin in the heart, just get out and close the door, and that's it. But as I kept going on, I can't keep doing that. Just be quick and just like and whatever and move on. So that's how I look at things.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Anything anybody else want to add? Because I'm not going to be on here for a whole long time. I got a couple things that I got to do. I just, wanted to hop on here real quick and just kind of talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people talk about, never get back with an ex. There's a lot of conversation about a lot of people not getting back with an ex because of ego. A lot of times it's principle. It can be a number of things, but
Some people just make a mistake, man, and realize it. I mean, I know some people that got back together and they've been together for 20-something years since they got back. So if you can get past it, most time it's somebody done cheated. If you can get past that, then you can move on. But a lot of people don't want to get past the cheating because that's the be all end all of everything.
Right.
So once you get past it, hey man.
I think, truly if the other person has grown and learned from, their ways, it's possible.
Yeah. And whatever going on in your house between you two. So if you want to forgive that person, keep moving, that's on you.
And don't discuss it with everybody.
All right. Especially your family members.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that makes it harder,
because they don't forget. You tell them, and that's going to be the wrap. They ain't going to never forget it. So I always tell people, don't go telling your sisters and brothers and cousins every time you get into it with your man or woman, because they don't forget it when you back lovey-dovey coming to the cookout or Thanksgiving dinner. They in the back room talking trash about her or her, So
yeah, that's what I was saying about.
You got a real cool sister that's open-minded.
What's that? What'd you say, Felicia?
Unless you got a real cool sister that's open-minded.
Yeah, some of y'all ain't cool though. Nah, just fucking right. Some of y'all could be cool, man, but then y'all flip. And then y'all not cool no more.
Oh man. Yeah, so if ain't nobody else got nothing else they want to add, man, I'm gonna cut this one short. I got a whole lot of a lot more questions, but I got a couple things I gotta do. I got some running around I gotta do. So
yeah, I do too. And my son keep bothering me, got this damn passport. So anyway.
Yeah, so
I gotta take my daughter to go renew hers too.
All of a sudden, both of my sons want to reach out to me today while I'm on this. I ain't heard nothing from them in the last week or so. Now they both texting.
They're trying to leave the country.
Well, one is. That's why I had to go get his passport. He's going to the Philippines. I don't know what the other one wants. I'll check him out later.
Well, that's what's up, y'all. I appreciate y'all for hopping on here. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I gotta let me see real quick. DJ Philco 79. What's going on, man? What's good? Yeah, so oh, hold on. You know what? I missed one. Hold on.
Missed that last one.
Hold on. Let me see. Bridge TV going through this right now. My ex feels like a circle, but I have to let it go.
You read that one.
Did I read that one? Okay.
Yeah.
You was down below Felicia. You was after Felicia at about 6:30. That one I don't know, Mortal Kombat, whatever that is.
Oh yeah, I had put that on screen. I didn't say nothing. He said I think he's not spinning the block, or he ain't gonna get back with an ex, man.
Ex always try to kill him. I wonder what he's doing.
Why it gotta be him? Why is everything always
I'm
about
just saying why everybody trying to kill him?
Maybe he just have some crazy
picking the crazy ones, or he keep doing something to make them crazy.
But why is it so many of y'all crazy though? That's
we
the
can
thing.
say the same thing.
Yeah, but y'all be crazy.
So why is it that y'all feel like men aren't crazy?
I never said that.
I didn't say that either.
I ain't never said that.
I think he just asked about y'all and y'all crazy. I don't think just because he asked about.
Because a lot of times we have to match our energy.
No,
y'all
you
be
don't.
crazy too.
No, you don't.
So you match energy?
I'm not saying me per se.
Oh yeah, of course
I'm not
not
saying
you.
me per se, but women do match.
But see, that's why I come off so crazy.
Because men are crazy.
But see, that's why y'all come off crazy when y'all try to match a man's energy. You ever see another man try to match a man's energy? It just looks stupid, right? They be sitting just arguing back and forth. So just imagine a woman trying to get on his energy. Now I'm trying to match you. You probably 5'6" or 5'5", and he's taller. Now you sitting there trying to have this whole type of argument with him. It just look crazy. You trying to match his energy.
No, when I say match your energy, I mean like tit for tat. A man will do something, a woman to go out and do it. A woman act retarded, the man act retarded. They both just act retarded.
Some people like that toxic.
Yeah.
Right. Crazy people. Like I said, crazy.
Well, sometimes crazy attract crazy.
Oh Lord, now y'all about to show all your craziness. Oh, Lucky.
What happened?
Nothing. Y'all about to tell me about how crazy y'all are, but
No, we might be trying to tell you.
I'm gonna sit down because I can't fight y'all craziness. I was looking at her eyes, man, when she said that. She's like, maybe coffee good. You know, she gave me the crazy eyes real quick. And I was like, shit, let me just chill.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill.
It's always in the eyes, huh?
Always in the eyes. Crazy eyes, man. Always. Don't be trying to come. Look at trying to squint them down now. Nah, I saw them. Them shit were white like that. Y'all see my eyes, how white they got?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'll be watching y'all, man. Shit.
All right, look, I'm gonna wrap this thing up. I appreciate y'all for taking time out of y'all schedule to hop on this right here. I enjoyed the conversation. Got to cut it short. What we talking about next week?
Next week's Super Bowl Sunday.
You ain't talking about nothing that day, probably.
Okay,
I mean, it's early.
I'll be on the stream by myself, man.
Early.
I'm not be on the stream by yourself.
Well, yeah, because everybody else be watching the
The
game.
Commanders are out. I can talk. I ain't got no reason to watch the game.
Yeah, I ain't in the sports like that. I ain't getting no money off no sports.
Nah, I'm gonna watch it though.
Yeah. All right, well, that's what's up. I'll catch y'all on the next one.
Appreciate it early, man. The Super Bowl, what, about 7:00? So 7:30 probably.
I have no clue. I don't think I've ever watched the Super Bowl.
God damn.
I just go to the Super Bowl parties for the food and the socialization.
Nah, I'd be at the house most of the time. Watch it at the house. Every once in a while, I might go somewhere this year. I don't care for either one of the teams. So
who's playing?
Chief and who is it? Eagles.
Oh, Philly again?
Yeah.
Man, I'm about to end this right now. Y'all talking about sports, man. Y'all talking about nothing I don't know nothing about, man. It is what it is, man. Y'all enjoy, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one.
Have a good night.
Yeah, man. All right, later.
Have a good night.
Peace.
Peace.
What the hell is that?